Daybreaker.
The urban square.
Well, we are so excited to have all of you at least seated and ready, waiting for the urban square, and those who started way back with us from 10 a.m. Thank you so very much. I think you've watched everything. I don't really have to repeat everything. Anyways, good morning. I'm super excited to talk about a lot that we have on the panel. Allow me introducing my co-host so that they can say hello to you as well.
Hello everyone, good morning to you all, and thanks for tuning in to Record TV. A lot more is coming in.
Good morning, I'm Blessing. Of course, you've already seen me in the earlier segment of the Daybreaker, but special shouts to Michael Kitanda. I know you're watching right now.
Well, very good.
No, you're laughing. The other morning, when I mentioned shout to someone, they all smile.
Hi, Michael
mention a thing.
Kitanda. I also say hi.
Michael,
Okay, really big I'm loving this. A very good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. This is the Urban Square. It is a Thursday, and I'm also super excited, just like you are, to get something to the audience out there.
let me first thank the panelists. Thank you for being smart. I love the way they all look. Wow.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you, love.
Thank you.
Everything is gotten from Precious World.
Yes, she said that, and of course you can come and visit me at Equatorial Mall, shop number 163 in Grand Corner, shop number 532. Please come and support, and have all the best.
That's our bones there.
I know.
She's calling the one who got to go to
You're calling up clients.
Whoever knows how you can yap, can't
Big shout outs to Tino, Martha, Flavia, and Ashraf. What's Ashraf's second name? Molira Ashraf.
Tino,
Why? Is that on purpose? No.
We're just saying hi.
We're simply saying hi because Ashraf sent in a message and said he will be watching, so we should send him regards. So that is why actually I said, and I know Tino, Martha, Flavia is as well watching.
Yeah, that's all.
Well, to our producer who's not here this morning, a very good morning.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Well, we hate you,
No,
Miss.
wait. It's because you're like everyone who's watching, we're sending shouts. Right?
Yes.
Ibra.
Shout outs to Ibra Mira, our sweet producer. He is out there watching. He's missing out today. We would be all on tension because he stands right in front of you. So
Have you guys noticed? I'm the only person who hasn't sent shout out.
okay, go on, please.
I sent greetings to my Mulamu Tracy.
Oh.
Tracy, you always disturb me, Chido, asking whether your husband is at home.
Jesus Christ.
Is this real?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, anyway, those who are joining us right about now.
I had to tell her because when my brother always comes home to see Ngazekula for mommy. So this my mulamu always calls in the night.
What's mulamu in English?
My sister-in-law.
Yeah, my sister-in-law. Yeah, she always calls me in the night.
I really wanted to simplify this because I was looking at Halima really suffering with mulamu. Mulamu is something really long.
Yeah,
do you
it
notice?
is.
And it sounds a bit weird.
Baby, what are you trying to insinuate?
Please don't give Ibra stuff to say to me.
Okay, back to the topic of discussion of for those who are joining us right now. When it comes to urban square, yes, this is how we get to sit, and it becomes a women chat. It becomes a girls chat. We get to talk about so many different beautiful things. We discuss about a lot. We argue about a lot. Okay, we say a lot. That is what you have to know. You already saw the interviews that we started with, and that is us. We got those abrupt interviews. We didn't know actually they would be airing on air, and We just thought our producer wanted to know who Precious is, who Blessing is, who Tina is, who Halima is, but unfortunately and surprisingly, we found ourselves on air, and he was like, okay, that is what is going to play first. So we're already seated waiting for us, we're waiting for ourselves on air, and then we saw that. I think they had to, communicate with the person in the control room, and that is Alan. So, but anyway, it's okay. I guess by now you know what is happening in our lives. You know that having unprotected sex is actually not good because someone suffered it.
Shut up.
It's not good to stay late at school in case you're supposed to go home.
You could be
Please
raped.
Yes, you could be raped. Please do that. Someone said, there is one who refused to say something stupid, and then another one
Wore
said,
kanzu on her sister's
actually,
graduation.
yes, with heels.
And she had long hair.
How
Wearing
weird
a
would
kanzu.
that be? I would expel her from my family.
I know. Why would you do that, by the way? On your sister's Angela?
Okay, now here's the thing. I grew up in a family of boys whereby I have brothers more. So I grew up in a life whereby much of my life is too much of boys kind of thing. You get. I resemble my dad. I grew up with boys.
You look like a boy.
And I remember just recently,
Yes,
people
you
had
look
to
like a
tell me,
boy.
I think it's record which is turning me to be a lady now because most of my everything has been so much of a-
Boyish.
yes, and I remember even my first workplace, the former one, I remember I used to put on pants, and I think it's here when I'm starting to put on dresses and skirts.
Anyway, in those interviews, I
Basically.
really loved the questions because they were bringing us out, like they were real bringing you out of who this person is. And then we got to talk about abusive relationships or domestic violence, call it that. So today we want to talk about that because it was part of our interview, and everyone was against it. We're all like, I think personally on Daybreaker, I think I've over criticized that. I've always told people it's not good to exercise domestic violence because it can actually lead to very, very many bad situations. So today we're going to discuss about it, and let's get to know what people think about domestic violence. You never know, someone would be supporting it, and when we don't know, because I know someone is always on the opposite side, and that is Justina. She loves being opposite. So if we are supporting it, she might not be supporting it, or if we are not supporting it, she might
be
support it.
supporting it.
So
Okay.
that is it, Justin.
Okay, now
Anything
you're
to say about that?
describing me. Oh, good. Okay, to start with, when it's in regard to domestic violence or abusive relationships, most of the time it happens, and of course I won't say it's good, it's really bad, because we all have a right to live, and I believe we all must live. God is the one to decide who shouldn't live. So you never know, during the course of everything, one might get killed, or you can traumatize this person, make this person commit suicide, or to some extent, this person might walk out of that relationship and never wish to get into any other relationship. However, much as I don't support it, I would still recommend that you who is being abused, first look out for those reasons as to why you're really being abused. You get? Yeah, first look out for those reasons, because everything happens for a reason. So to some extent you find that there are those people who are just simply falling victim. They don't deserve this. Maybe he has a boyfriend who drinks a lot, that, and maybe some people do this. Omukazi ono mukyai sisobola mugamba nti mukyai kamukube yeegobe oba kitegeera. So there are those kind of people as well. But then there are also those kind of people who push you. You get, who push you to really go ahead and abuse them. There's a kind of person you can be with, and this person sincerely, every time that person is nagging you, and then you're like, okay.
Let me ask you
so-
something. Let me interject
Okay.
a little bit before you even proceed. Would you stay in an abusive relationship?
Depending on the reason. If I'm the reason as to why he's really, then I would really change and probably can.
Which brings me to my opinion.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Now let me tell you something. That brings me to my opinion, and I intended to do that. So many times we girls, from the side of girls, we things go wrong in a relationship, but because we are the ones that want to keep it and make everything look good, we take the blame. We justify the acts of our boyfriends, including the abusive boyfriends. Number one.
You're interjected
a bit.
My point is, I'm going to wrap up this quickly. My point is, there are so many reasons why we would stick to an abusive relationship and stay there.
Yeah.
It could be the money. It could be the fear to move on. It could be because your parents is going to ask you what happened to that man.
You just married.
Or you're just married and
going to look.
Exactly, like all that stuff, you get. So it could be all those reasons. Now the only reason, whatever reason, regardless, I would never stay in a relationship that is where a man lays a finger on me. Now you may.
Hey,
Yes, you can interject.
Okay, here is the thing. I do get your point, and I do actually agree with you. I'm so lucky that this is something which has never happened to me. Of course, I can't say that I've never been in a relationship ever, but my kind of relationships, nothing like that. Not that, and I pray to God never, because the nature you change. So you don't need to beat me. Actually, if you're my guy and you're watching, you don't need to beat me. For me, a yell is enough. Just
yes, it could be verbal. It could be verbal violence.
To me, not
Okay, let me listen to Halima, please.
You allowed me to interject, and if I could put up.
You interjected and we got your point.
No, you didn't get my point.
Okay.
Of course, you didn't get my point. My point is one. Much as females most of the time want to also keep the relationship, there are also men out there. Number two, for just because of the ego, these men can't pull out and be like, you know what, I'm really going to leave. Because this lady, there are ladies who fight, I won't mention the name of someone who is close, but there are those ladies who can really fight, a lady who really nags, a lady, as in there's a lady who can also really abuse you, but some men, because of their ego, and that manhood thing, they are also there, and they are suffering because of various reasons.
They can leave. I mean, you
was pregnant. So this guy was hitting the lady every day and then, but this guy ended up in prison.
What happened to the woman?
The woman got a miscarriage.
Okay, can I interject in a little? When it comes to abusive relationship or domestic violence, it calls in for a lot. Just as you said, it might be verbal, it might be beating, it might be like fighting, and it's both way. You may find that this guy is actually a humble guy, he has no problem, and the problem is from the woman because the woman loves drinking, because even domestic violence is caused by certain things. You just don't come out of the blue and then you get to beat up someone or you abuse someone, because there are those people with bad temper. Like I've had a friend who has had a relationship and she had to quit this relationship. Reason being, this man had it all. He had all the money that any girl would ever want. She had everything. She had a car. She had all the clothes in this world. But then she had to quit the relationship. Reason being, she wasn't so comfortable with how this guy used to talk to him, like verbally, because he's this man who would buy you something nachukulangira, then he gets to abuse you so bad, then he tells you, I bought your mother this, I did that for you, I buy you knickers, I buy you, you understand? So time comes and you're tired of it. You're like, okay, I love the money, I love the way I am living, but I cannot continue all this. Everyone loves money.
Like that's insulting.
Yes, everyone wants money.
That's insulting.
But should I actually?
No, let me first ask Blessing. She laughed about me saying that you love the money. Blessing, would you love a relationship without money?
No.
Thank you.
But of course, love.
She loved the man and she loved the money as well.
Yeah, I would love the man and love the money.
Yes, she loved the relationship.
But money first, right?
Of course, no, it's not money first. It's anyway. It depends. It depends on how you enter this relationship. It's okay.
Okay, this your point actually, I do get it, and I think this should be a lesson to the women out there. Most of the time, more especially girls. Okay, there's some guys who do that, but more especially we, the female gender. Most of the time, what we do, we tend to be like, I want a guy who has money, a guy who's going to buy me a RAV4, a guy who's, you don't know how much this guy has struggled, and maybe one single scratch on the car like this can cost you even your life. You get one single scratch on that. So the lesson in this should be, ladies, no wait, you don't know, because for you feel, and you know how guys can be in the first place before anything happens. They sweet talk and everything. So stop laughing. Okay, I'm done. The lesson should be like, if you're a woman out there, this actually, I think women who are not independent, they tend, or usually they suffer more in a relationship. Everything they have to count on the man. You get, he's the one to buy the food at home, he's the one to pay the water bills, he's the one to pay the electricity bills. Honestly, rolling
So
side
they are vulnerable.
The
women are vulnerable.
But then we should also know, we should also know.
Established. Togenda bimukola, because you already know, she also knows.
Now, let me ask you something. Was Leila Kayondo established or not? Do you remember that saga? Do you remember that Do you remember that Skemboga beat her up?
Yes.
And you know what annoyed most of us is we went to her defense on Facebook and social media to say how could Skemboga lift his finger to beat up a woman, and Leila comes through and she says, people, I love
Guys, do you know the reason? No, do you know why I had to say that? Me personally, I think because first, Leila Kain is not established.
Okay, yeah.
And secondly, she knew if she went ahead with this entire thing, why would she eat? She still needed
another woman. So where is that?
You don't know if SK Mbuga still gives in money to Leila Kayondo, because this is something that was acted. I call SK Mbuga's wedding acted. Because we didn't know about this lady, then all of a sudden they come out and then they are wedding and then they are
so you can keep beating me and give me money. Beat me, give me money.
Do you know that? No, do you know that? Yeah, those who can. But how many times has he beaten her? It was a reason.
Probably more times than I know.
Yes. No.
She said it wasn't the first time. It wasn't even the second time. It was too much that time, so she had to. By the time it came to the media, it was too much. But what angered most of us was the fact that people were telling her, "Can you take that guy to prison?" Oh no, not prison, but report the case. And then she's like, "I know."
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
The right thing was this in her case actually. That is the timing where she knew this guy is having another lady. Anytime she's going to lose out, it happened. Why at that timing? Yes. When they were still okay.
But she was being beaten.
Yes, but she didn't come out during that time. She came out during the time whereby she knew that she's going to lose.
My question, guys, I think, are you missing on the question? My question is, why didn't she just drag the guy to police so the guy pays?
Because she knew she was getting money.
Yes. So going back to the bottom line of this whole discussion, why was there in abusive relationships?
Yes, that is very true. That some people stay in abusive relationships because of their money. Because now let me ask you a question. The story that we had behind their fighting was SK phoned her with some other Congolese guy. I think a Congolese guy. And then, no, I want you to imagine this. SK Mbuga has put a lot of money into her, you understand? He has really invested a lot. Now he gets to find it's like you have a husband or you have a boyfriend, then he gets to find you with some other person, and yet he has tried to give you everything. It's like you don't love him. You don't love him. Because one reason, you're the reason as to why you're bringing in this person to bet you up. For that case, no, that's serious. No. Eskemuka had no right to guide that. He had a right to beat her up because she tended to be a prostitute at that time.
I can't believe it's coming from.
Yes. No, if my husband found me with another person and he has invested a lot, this is a condition. Okay. If you've not invested in anything in me, you please don't have a right to touch me. If you've invested everything that I really want, I have myself a beautiful car, I have everything I want, I have a house, I have a business, then you have a right to beat me up because I don't know what I want. She didn't know what she wanted. I don't know why you're laughing at this because it's not funny. What? No, like seriously. You have a right to beat me. No, let me tell you, I am in a relationship and I am a married woman. The times you be home, you get a big fight. You can have a big fight. Honey, you've not yet gotten married. You've not gotten married. And this is what will happen. You will be here and you'll be like, I can never allow a man to touch me. You understand? But someday like this, you will have a big fight and you'll be the cause, and he will slap you, but it might be by mistake because he loves you. He will beat you up, and then afterwards he will say sorry, he didn't intend it. Would you quit that relationship?
No.
Because you can't quit that relationship because you never know what you're going to find outside. You'll find even someone who will beat you.
You
every
don't,
day.
but stop me the second time, and sweetheart, I will walk.
Of course, someone who loves you and knows that it's not right to beat you, they will beat you once. I can allow my husband beat me once. One slap is okay, but you don't add another slap on me. Because if you add another slap, then you don't know what you are doing. You are not what? You're not sorry about it. But SK Mbuga was so right to beat her. Yes.
No, okay, here's the thing. Actually, I think we're running out of time because we have
This discussion will continue next Thursday. Can we expound it to a much?
I think I'm very okay with it
because 30 minutes for just 30 minutes.
I think I'm very okay with
First
it.
of all, this time hasn't been really enough to go ahead and, we express everything and explain and go into detail about the entire subject. But actually, probably because we have actually only 5 minutes to sign out, I think I should leave my last message to the people. And I think I'm going to tell people out there, if you know you're a woman, you're counting on you don't know where this day is going to struggle, how this person is going to struggle to get all these things. Most of the time, strong women will stand by our men and we build an empire together with them, but just don't find things that you
didn't understand what I said.
This guy, you're going to have a simple scratch on the guy. For you, you feel it's very little, too tiny, you can even afford it, and it will cause you problems, but because you're not an independent women work very hard so that
Someone
men
is
cannot
dying.
take advantage of you. And okay, one more point before.
No, you will not wind up. You will not wind up.
I'm going to, I promise. Okay, the only thing I'm going to tell people out there, if you know the reason as to why this guy is beating you up, then if you know that probably this guy is just
today I'm with Justin, so much with Justin.
Then you can walk out of this relationship because he has no reason to, but attack. But if you know, it's a punishment.
Domestic violence, this is when someone actually beats you up or does something when they're not supposed to do it. Like someone is drunk, then they come back home, then they start abusing you, they start beating you up, you've not done anything wrong. That is domestic violence. But if you're having a fight with someone you love, that is not domestic violence. It is actually disciplining one another.
It's abusive. Excuse me. You're going to beat me up. You're going to scratch me. I'm going to have Let me give my final remarks to Justin. Let me give you my final remarks. Gentlemen watching this show, regardless of what a woman does, regardless of what she has done, you do not have the right to raise a finger on a woman. You don't beat up a woman, she doesn't beat up a man. Number 2, regardless of how much you spent on her, wayagala, and you knew what you were signing for, or maybe you didn't know, poor you, sorry, but then it happened, you don't have the right to raise a finger on a woman.
It can be
even verbally, bobanga wafuna omuchala wamuja mu baseze wabo, you have no right to remind her of where you got her from. You don't, because now we're in a baggage here, but most times fetu silika nekutunulira. So all in all, whether I provoke you, never like this, you don't have the right.
Please have to say something.
My advice is to the women. Women out there, work hard. The reason as to why most guys hit us is because sometimes you be demanding so much. Because bagenda kuwa sente, you're going to ask for that or gumira bakuba mboko. No, I don't stand that. Guys, abakazi tebabakuba.
I know.
You need to know that. This era, tebachakuba bakazi.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We don't have any more other time, Justin. Thank you. We don't have any more other time. I'll say this. This is my last advice to everyone watching out there. Any man out there who has his money, if you have your money, and then these bugo girls who don't know what they want, they come chasing it. Please, if you ever find them with another person when you've invested in them, beat them. But if you enter a relationship, mulangire muvume, put them in newspapers. If you enter that is for the side of men who have it all and there are girls who are chasing after them, because you find that you don't know, I'm sorry to use Laila Karim because I know there's so many other examples out there who have been following people, because I know of friends when I was at campus who used to have all the rich men's numbers. They start calling one sangeno, so you're looking for those men. If they hit you up, it's okay. But if you enter the relationship because you love this person, I don't advise any man to beat up someone who loves them, because these girls, they're simply chasing for money. They don't love you. But me who came in when you don't have anything, I might find you when you have money, but I don't come for money. I have love for you. Please don't beat me up. Don't beat any. Don't ever raise your hand on a woman who has been there for you, who loves you so much, who respects you, because it is not right. It's not right.
Even if she hasn't been there, but
even if she has not been there, but then she respects you and she loves you, because you can tell someone who loves you and you can tell someone who is simply there for your money. This is how we are going to end the show. We shall start with this same topic next Thursday, because we've not yet ended it. It's actually a quarter of it. Yeah.
The Urban Square.
Daybreaker